Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Your presence means the world to me. Thank you for joining us today as we dive into bouldering at the 2018 IFSC Climbing World Cup. The 2018 season of the IFSC Climbing World Cup was the 20th season of the competition. Bouldering competitions were held at 7 stops of the IFSC Climbing World Cup. The bouldering season began on April 13 at the World Cup in Meiringen and concluded on 18 August with the World Cup in Munich. At each stop a qualifying was held on the first day of the competition, and the semi-final and final rounds are conducted on the second day of the competition. The winners were awarded trophies, and the best 3 finishers received medals. At the end of the season, an overall ranking was determined based upon points, which athletes were awarded for finishing in the top 30 of each individual event. Jernej Kruder won the seasonal title in the men's competition and Miho Nonaka won the women's. Japan won the national team competition. Moving on to the next segment, we have changes from the previous season. For the 2018 season, the IFSC changed the scoring method for its tournaments. Previously topped boulders were the deciding factor, followed as to breakers in decreasing order of importance. Attempts to topped, bonus holds renamed to zones, and attempts to bonus holds. The first and second to breakers switched places, which means that the results were determined by tops, zones, attempts to tops, and attempts to zones. Also, athletes now need to demonstrate firm control of the 2 starting hand holes. Previously, touching all 4 marked start points in any manner was deemed sufficient to start an attempt. Let's now turn our attention to overall ranking and uncover the fascinating insights it brings to the table. The overall ranking was determined based upon points, which athletes were awarded for finishing in the top 30 of each individual event. There were 7 competitions in the season, but only the best 6 attempts were counted. The national ranking was the sum of the points of that country's 3 best male and female athletes. Results displayed in brackets were not counted. In the upcoming portion, we'll be dissecting men to gain a comprehensive understanding of its implications. The results of the 10 most successful athletes of the Bouldering World Cup 2018. Get ready for a captivating exploration as we unravel the layers of women and their profound significance. The results of the 10 most successful athletes of the Bouldering World Cup 2018. Prepare yourself for an in-depth analysis of national teams in this section. The results of the 10 most successful countries of the Bouldering World Cup 2018. Country names as used by the IFSC. Let's zoom in on Meiringen, Switzerland, April, and understand its implications. Meiringen, Switzerland, April. As we progress through this video, let's now turn our gaze towards women. 99 athletes attended the World Cup in Meiringen. Miho Nonaka's 5.5 won the competition in front of Jernej Kruder's 7.5. In the next phase, we'll be immersing ourselves in the realm of men and exploring its real-world applications. 109 athletes attended the World Cup in Meiringen. Jernej Kruder's 7.8 won the competition in front of Miho Nonaka's 3.7. With the foundation laid, let's embark on a journey into Moscow, Russia, April. Moscow, Russia, April. As we venture forward, let's take a closer look at women and its impact on our understanding. 100 athletes attended the World Cup in Moscow. Jernej Kruder's 7.5 won the competition in front of Miho Nonaka's 7.5, thereby reversing their finish order from Meiringen. As Kruder and Nonaka achieved identical scores in the final, their semi-final scores were used to determine final standings. Akio Noguchi, Fanny Gibbert, and Shauna Kossi came in 3rd, 5th, and 6th respectively, thus repeating their exact results from Meiringen. Petra Klingler completed the final in 4th place. Prepare yourself for an in-depth analysis of men in this section. 109 athletes attended the World Cup in Moscow. Miho Nona's 12.12 won the competition in front of Jernej Kruder's 5.6. Thus, as in the women's competition, the winner and runner-up from Meiringen switched places. Jongwon Chon and Alexei Rubs have also managed back-to-back final appearances. Let's now enter the realm of Chongqing, China May, and discover the fascinating stories it has to tell. Chongqing, China May. The Chongqing World Cup was held outdoors and is affected by humidity to a greater extent than the European-hosted World Cups. A lightning storm before the semi-finals made conditions difficult for climbers. The router setting used a large number of volumes which exhausted Gecko King's inventory. Welcome to the next segment, where we explore women and its significance in our journey. 47 athletes attended the World Cup in Chongqing. Akio Noguchi at 5-5 won the competition in front of Miho Nonaka at 7-7. They led from the start as the only two competitors to top the first problem, a burly overhang with a feet-first start. Jernej Kruder and Shauna Kossi, who had made the finals of both previous World Cups, did not attend Chongqing. Notably, Jijo finished in front of Kiprianova for the bronze medal, a result that would have been reversed under the old scoring rules. This was the first time that results under the new system, which weights zones bonuses above attempts, differed from that of the old system. Let's now zoom in on men and uncover the hidden gems that lie within. 83 athletes attended the World Cup in Chongqing. Of the four final problem, the first one was flashed by all competitors, and the fourth yielded no points for anyone. Thus the final standings were effectively decided by the second and fourth boulder only. Kokoro Fuji at 9-8 won the competition in front of Sean McCall at 2-4. Jernej Kruder and Alexei Rubs have had their third straight finals appearances this season. Jongwon Chon was not competing because of a scheduling clash with the South Korean Asian Games qualifications. Let's transition to Taizan, China May, and uncover its significance. Taizan, China May. As we enter this new phase, let's analyze women from different angles and evaluate its significance. 47 athletes attended the World Cup in Taizan. Just as in Chongqing, Akio Noguchi at 5-5 and Miho Nonaka at 10-7 dominated the women's final, each finishing two tops ahead of the competition. Noguchi claimed her second straight win, while Nonaka continued her streak of finishing at least second in each bouldering competition this season. Shauna Kossi, Jernej Kruder and Petra Klingler were not competing. Let's now turn our attention to men and uncover the fascinating insights it brings to the table. 93 athletes attended the World Cup in Taizan. The final was decided on the final problem after all climbers achieved scores on the first three problems. Alex Kazanovic's 7-9 was the only athlete to top the last boulder and thus won the World Cup in front of Jernej Kruder at 2-5, the only climber to reach all finals of the season. As we progress through this video, let's shift our attention towards Hachiji, Japan June, and uncover its hidden depths. Hachiji, Japan June. With our curiosity piqued, let's embark on a dedicated exploration of women and its fascinating intricacies. 68 athletes attended the World Cup in Hachiji. As in the two preceding World Cups, Akio Noguchi at 5-5 won in front of Miho Nonaka at 6-6. After the World Cup, Noguchi and Nonaka thus led the competition for the seasonal title by a sufficient margin to leave only them in contention for first and second place. As we transition to the next segment, let's unravel the mysteries surrounding men and gain a fresh perspective. 91 athletes attended the World Cup in Hachiji. Gabriele Moroni at 3-6 won his first World Cup in his career of more than 10 years. Tomo Narasaki at 1-6 came in second. Jernej Kruder missed the finals for the first time in the season. Now, let's delve into the intricacies of VAIL, United States June, and explore its various aspects. VAIL, United States June. Now, it's time to shift gears and explore women. 58 athletes attended the World Cup in VAIL. Alex Puccio at 6-1, attending her first World Cup of the 2018 season. The second place went to Miho Nonaka at 3-4, who continued her streak of finishing at least second in all World Cups of the season. The winner of the three previous World Cups, Akio Noguchi at 2-6, came in third, winning her 10th consecutive medal at Bouldering World Cups. Get ready for an exciting part as we dive into men. 91 athletes attended the World Cup in VAIL. Risugimoto at 4.51 in front of Sean Bailey at 2.6. As we enter this new phase, let's analyze Munich, Germany August from different angles and evaluate its significance. Munich, Germany August. Let's now zoom in on women and uncover the hidden gems that lie within. 102 athletes attended the World Cup in Munich. Jernej Kruder for 4.1, solving each problem in her first attempt. The second place went to Miho Nonaka at 5.5, who thus claimed the overall Bouldering World Cup title. The third place in Munich and the second place overall went to Akio Noguchi at 7.6. In the next phase, we'll be immersing ourselves in the realm of men and exploring its real-world applications. 128 athletes attended the World Cup in Munich. The seasonal overall bouldering title was decided after the semi-finals when Tomo Narasaki failed to advance to the finals. Jernej Kruder thus secured the overall title regardless of his eventual finish in the Munich men's final. Gregor Vezomic 2.13 won the competition, with Kruder at 9.7 coming second and Jakob Schubert at 9.11 finishing in third place. Share this video with your friends and spread the knowledge.